Nobody actually cares about what you do. It might sound harsh, but here's the truth. Nobody actually cares about what you do. Not in the way you might think, anyway. Sure, people may show interest, they may offer encouragement or a compliment, but at the end of the day, they're not thinking about your every move. They're not keeping track of your successes or failures the way you do. And guess what? That's okay. This can feel unsettling at first. We live in a world where we're constantly comparing ourselves to others, where the need for validation is strong. We want people to notice our accomplishments, celebrate our wins, and recognize our effort. We want to be seen and appreciated, because, after all, it feels good to know that others are paying attention to our hard work. It feels good to know that what we're doing matters to someone else. But here's the liberating part. The fact that nobody cares can actually be your freedom. You don't have to live your life for an audience, and you don't have to shape your decisions based on how they'll be perceived by others. This isn't to say that we shouldn't seek connection or that we shouldn't value feedback. It's about recognizing that, in the grand scheme of things, most people are so wrapped up in their own lives that they're not closely watching yours. This realization is a game changer. It frees you from the constant pressure of seeking approval. When you let go of the need to please everyone, you open the door to being authentic, to doing things for the sheer joy of doing them, not because you're looking for applause. You stop worrying about whether people are judging you, because you know, deep down, they're not. They're not focusing on you as much as you think. They're thinking about themselves, their own struggles, their own hopes and fears. In fact, when you stop seeking validation from others, you're more likely to experience the truest form of fulfillment, doing things for you, not for anyone else. The work you put in, the goals you chase, the creative projects you pursue, they become a reflection of your own passion and drive, not an attempt to gain recognition or approval. The work becomes its own reward. This doesn't mean that the people in your life don't care about you, or that your achievements are meaningless. It just means that you are not bound by the expectations of others. Their attention is fleeting, and their approval is temporary. What truly matters is the internal sense of pride and satisfaction you get when you pursue what matters to you. Think about it. When someone else achieves something great, do you spend your days obsessing over their every move? Probably not. We might acknowledge their success, maybe even feel inspired by it. But after a while, we move on. The same goes for others. They might celebrate you for a moment, but soon enough, their attention shifts. And that's perfectly natural. So, stop living for the likes and shares. Stop making decisions based on what you think others will think. Instead, focus on what you want, what excites you, what drives you. If you want to create art, create it. If you want to travel, travel. If you want to learn, learn. If you want to fail and try again, fail and try again. Because at the end of the day, the only person who truly cares about what you do is you. This isn't about being selfish or self-centered. It's about being self-respectful. It's about honoring your own journey and realizing that you don't need to wait for the world's applause to know that what you're doing is worthwhile. The value of your actions comes from within. So, here's the bottom line. Nobody's paying as much attention as you think they are. Let that sink in. It's not a bad thing, though. It's actually incredibly freeing. You have the power to chart your own path, to define your own success, and to live authentically, without the constant need for validation. And in the end, that's the most liberating thing you can do.